Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program. First of all, happy birthday, born on the 13th of April. And born on the 13th of April, you are going to have a very inventive horoscope, a person who is very much ahead of his or her time, and a person who would be very much wanting to make a name for yourself, whether fame in job or in business or in inventions. The planets of invention are very busy in your horoscope, and that's why you will have every opportunity to get opportunities in IT, the information technology, because you'll be very well suited in that. You have a horoscope that wants fame and wants to take control and wants to take charge. So ultimately, at some time or another in your life, you are going to think of doing business rather than working for somebody else. Your palms will show when you can go ahead to do business. There will be certain business lines on your palm to see whether the maturity of the palm is ready for business. If you do it too early, you will fail again and again. Why? Because you will tend to be too ahead of your time. You lack research and you'll be a person very impulsive to get going too quickly, and that's the main problem with you. You don't make an easy partner as well, and you have a very big ego. So you have to be choosing your partners very, very carefully, whether in business areas or emotional areas. Now, 2019 planets are waiting to support you until the end of 2019. So you're going to have many opportunities, whether in business, whether for marriage, whether for job, whether for any area of travel. You're going to have many opportunities in 2019. Now it all depends on what age you are in 2019. If you are of the good ages, then you're going to become extremely lucky in 2019. If you are not of the good ages, I would say be a bit careful in 2019 because there can be hurdles coming from your age planet. I'm going to give you an example of some good ages who will do extremely, unbelievably, very luckily in 2019 in all areas of their life. So if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73 or even 82, you're going to have many things coming your way, opportunities, people wanting to help you. You'll have an easy passage of your life until the end of 2019. And if you happen to be of these ages which I've mentioned, try your best to tie up everything you can, business-wise, job-wise, until the end of this year. So you see, ages command more energy than calendar year planets because everybody moves into 2019 at the same time and will end 2019 at the same time. But the ages make a huge difference. As an example, I'm going to give you certain ages which if you are of these ages, I want you to be careful because you will receive opportunities. Yes, it'll be a very busy and exciting period, but still the ending of these ages will produce disappointment. So if you happen to be the ages of 13 or 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76. Tell yourself that your opportunities will come rolling in into any area of your life. But the problem is that these opportunities will not be stable. And so the calendar year will offer you the platform to do what you want, but the age will ultimately create a lot of problems. So when you get these opportunities of if you happen to be of these ages, then you must do a lot of research and get good advice before you move ahead. And I can see that you're very impulsive and you can be very stubborn as well. So these are the example of good ages or bad ages. If you're not of these ages, I would advise you to see me for a 90-minute session, 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50. And based on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms, I'll be able to talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. Well, let me go back now to talk about your palm. Palms are very important because on the 13th of April, millions could have been born. And even at your time of birth, hundreds of thousands may be born. Can they all have the same passage in life? Of course not. And so the palms come into play. The palms are areas of knowledge which nobody else will have, but your palm will have for you. That's how it works. So joining palmistry to astrology is very important. Now, your palms are going to show many things besides your character, the advance and progress of your planet. And in my experience, the palms do change every 3 to 5 years. So you'll have to be cautious that age, your birth date and your time of birth will not change, but your palms will change. So palm reading is very important. To talk a little bit about your health, you'll be allergy driven. So the four allergies mentioned in astrology will trouble you a great deal. And they are not curable. They are only to help you. You need to see doctors to manage these things. I find that people who have allergies can lower their immunity levels because throughout life they will be on pills and nasal sprays and all kinds of stuff. And that takes a big toll over time. So treat your allergies very seriously, see a good allergy specialist and help yourself for that. So this is basically the good news which I'm going to tell you that the calendar year 2019 is giving you a very good platform to do what you want. Now it all depends on what age you are. If you're not of the ages which I've mentioned, as I said, I have a 90-minute session based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palm. I'll give you a lot of information. I'll teach you how to go into the supernatural side of you. I will teach you how to have your personal lottery numbers, which will be relevant for you for the rest of your life, and your lucky colors, and your lucky gemstones, and your lucky directions, and your lucky days. A lot of information so that you'll get your next 7, 8, or 9 years perfectly under your control and try to do very well. So until the end of the year, move ahead depending on your age, but be careful as you enter next year. There can be some turbulence. Remember that you're a very inventive person and you're a person who will have the gift of seeing into the future as you get older, yes. So you're special in many ways, but control your rebelliousness, control your tendency to lose your temper, control your arrogance, and you'll put yourself on the right track. Well, happy birthday again. And I'll give you my email, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, at gmail.com. Send me an email and I will reply to you as soon as I can. In the meantime, happy birthday. Goodbye.